Hello everyone, we are here to discuss something about enzymes. Enzymes, these are the molecules which are considered as magicians of the living world. They act just like magicians. They are the molecules which have capability to increase the rate of the chemical reaction by so many folds. Generally, proteins are the molecules which act as enzymes as per IUB, which stands for International Union for Biochemists. It explains that enzymes are biocatalysts, proteinaceous in nature, highly specific, rapid and accurate molecules. So simply we can say that all the enzymes are proteins. As a fact, we are already well known that all the enzymes are proteins, but all the proteins are not enzymes. Just like in the way that all the principals are teachers, but all the teachers are not principals. In the same way, all the enzymes are proteinaceous in nature, all the enzymes are protein, but all protein molecules are not the enzyme. So simply we can say that only protein molecules are there in the nature which can act as an enzyme. Although some exceptions exist for this fact that some RNA molecules are there which has capability to act as an enzyme, and these RNA molecules acting as enzymes are RNAs. And beyond this exception, almost all the enzymes are proteins. Here you may have a question that why only protein molecules can act as an enzyme. What is special with the protein molecules so that they can act as an enzyme? Let's see that what is special feature with protein molecules. In nature, proteins are the only molecule which have their specific three-dimensional structure. Yes, specific three-dimensional structure. Although three-dimensional structure exists for so many different type of molecules, but specific three-dimensional structure, it is the feature of protein molecules. And for any molecule which may act as an enzyme, it should have a specific orientation of the molecule. Only in that condition that particular molecule will be able to act as lock and key type of pattern. And you know it well that lock and key model have been proposed for the activity of enzymes. So only those molecules which have a specific 3D folding to have a specific three-dimensional pattern for acting just like a particular key to open a particular lock. And since this specific three-dimensional folding exists only for the protein molecules, this is the reason why only protein molecules can act as an enzyme. Although some other molecules other than protein, they have their three-dimensional folding structure, but molecules other than protein, they don't have specific three-dimensional folding pattern. That's why they are not able to act as an enzyme. The term enzyme means enzyme, it is being derived from two terms. En, en means inside, and second term is gyne, which means the east. So So by this way, the literal meaning of enzyme is inside the yeast, or something which is present inside the yeast. Why this name for this magician molecule have been given is the reason that initially scientists were not well known about this wonderful molecule, and in the beginning itself it was reported that such molecules, they were reported to be found inside the yeast cells. And since the initial reporting for such wonderful molecules was inside the yeast molecule, hence this molecule was named as enzyme, or something which is present inside the yeast. Later on, it was revealed that all these enzyme molecules, they are proteinaceous in nature, they are biocatalysts, they are highly specific, rapid and accurate molecules. So the term enzyme was given by the scientist Cohene. Term enzyme was given by the scientist Cohene. He worked a lot for such enzyme molecules, and he reported so many facts related to enzymes. So already we have discussed that all these enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. They are highly specific. They are highly specific means if a particular enzyme is designed to catalyze a particular enzymatic reaction, to increase the rate of a particular reaction, that particular enzyme will always keep on increasing the rate of reaction for that given particular chemical reaction only. Means a particular enzyme is capable of increasing the rate of a reaction, it will not increase the rate of any other reaction. They are highly specific. And a particular molecule which reacts with the enzyme molecule, that molecule is called as substrate. So a particular enzyme will always react to its corresponding substrate molecule. That enzyme will not be reacting to any other molecule other than its substrate molecule. And that results into a fact that all the enzymes are highly specific. Enzymes are rapid, they are so fast, and generally they have to increase the rate of reaction. They have capability to increase the rate of reaction by so many folds. A simple enzyme has capability to increase the rate of reaction by a fold about 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 means 10 lakh fold. They have capability to increase the rate of reaction by 10 lakh times, which is a big number. And as a fact that whenever these enzyme molecules are used, they increase the rate of reaction, but they do not get utilized in any of the chemical reaction. The total amount of the enzyme taken before start of the reaction remains same after completion of the reaction also. Thus, only the presence of these wonderful molecules, enzymes, have capability to increase the rate of reaction. So these enzyme molecules, they have some features. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, that whatever enzymes are there inside the nature, they are being synthesized by the living system only. Till date, none of the scientists are able to synthesize enzyme molecule inside the lab conditions. We can say that till date, none of the enzyme molecule have been synthesized inside the lab. We know it well that all the enzymes are protein. Proteins are the polymer of amino acids, and nowadays or till date we are known about the sequencing pattern of the protein molecule. We can analyze that a particular protein molecule have been synthesized by which different type of amino acids. We can join different amino acids in order to get a particular polypeptide chain. We can synthesize a polypeptide chain inside lab conditions, but we cannot synthesize a protein molecule in our lab condition. So here you may have a question that if we are able to synthesize a polypeptide chain, then why we can't synthesize an enzyme inside the lab condition? The reason is that we can synthesize the polypeptide chain with a specific amino acid sequence, but till date we are not well known about the specific three-dimensional folding of the newly synthesized polypeptide chain. We can synthesize the polypeptide chain, but we cannot fold the polypeptide chain in order to get the specific three-dimensional folding of the polypeptide chain molecule. And once we are not able to synthesize, once we are not able to have the specific three-dimensionally folded polypeptide chain molecule, we will not be able to synthesize the enzyme. And this is the reason why enzymes cannot be synthesized inside the lab conditions. So coming towards next fact, next feature of the enzyme molecule, that a particular specific group of protein molecules is responsible for acting as enzymes. All the protein molecules, they can't act as an enzyme. Only a particular category of the protein molecules is capable of acting as an enzyme. A particular category of protein molecules which may act as an enzyme is globular type of protein. While globular type of proteins are capable of acting as enzymes. The term globular means something which have spherical shape. So all the globular type of proteins, they have their spherical molecular structure. All the globular proteins, they have their spherical molecular structure. And as a fact that all the globular type of proteins, they are colloidal in nature. All the globular type of proteins, they are colloidal in nature and they are freely water soluble. And hence all the enzymes, they show their colloidal nature, as well as all of them are freely water soluble. So all these enzymes are freely water soluble and they have water solubility, which gives a positive feature for these enzyme molecules. Why? The reason is that whatever enzymes are there, they are biocatalysts and they are meant for acting inside the living system, and we know it well that most of our living system is being composed of aqueous atmosphere water molecules, and hence any molecule which should be efficiently acting inside the living system, it must be freely water soluble. And this is the reason why nature has created enzyme molecules to remain freely water soluble. Okay. The enzyme molecule which can be synthesized inside the lab condition. It might seem the controversial statement of mine. Already I have told you that enzyme molecules cannot be synthesized inside the lab condition. But some compounds are there which can be synthesized inside the lab, and they can mimic like an enzyme. They are not the real enzyme. They are not so efficient as that of the enzyme molecule, but they act in simulation with the enzyme molecule. They have capability to increase the rate of reaction. So such synthetic molecules are called as syngynes. So syngynes are the molecules which can be synthesized inside the lab condition, and they can act as an enzyme. They are not the exact enzymes, they are not the real enzymes, but since they act as an enzyme, they act in simulation to the enzyme molecule, hence they are given this particular term syngynes. Likewise, some antibodies are found in the nature which can act as an enzyme. The antibody molecules which can act as an enzyme are called as F-gynes. So F-gynes are the antibody molecules which can act as an enzyme. We have discussed that all the enzymes are proteins. There are some enzymes reported in nature which have some non-protein parts along with their proteinaceous part. Means some enzymes are there which are being composed of protein as well as non-protein parts. The protein molecules which are composed of protein as well as non-protein parts, they are called as holoenzymes. Means holoenzymes are the enzymes which are composed of protein plus non-protein parts. The protein part of holoenzyme is called as apoenzyme. Protein part of an holoenzyme is called as apoenzyme, while non-protein part of holoenzyme is called as cofactor. And if this cofactor, which is non-proteinaceous in nature, if this cofactor is proteinaceous in nature, if this cofactor is organic in nature, if cofactor of an enzyme is organic in nature, it is called as coenzyme. So I have told that if cofactor of an holoenzyme is organic in nature, it is called as coenzyme, and if cofactor of enzyme is tightly bound, it is called as prostatic group. So simply we can say that an enzyme which is being composed of protein and non-protein parts, it is called as holoenzyme, and protein part of holoenzyme is called as apoenzyme, while non-protein part of holoenzyme is called as cofactor, and if cofactor of holoenzyme is organic in nature, it is called as coenzyme, and if cofactor of holoenzyme is partly bound, it is called as cross-second. So it indicates that how holoenzymes are composed of to have the functional unit of the enzyme molecule.